Hello and welcome. You're watching The Biggest Story tonight with me, Shavan. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we put the focus on the Grand Ram Mandir inauguration. With less than just about a month to go for the Grand Ram Mandir unveiling, preparations are on in full swing in the holy city, and special invites have already been sent to dignitaries across the globe. Take a look at these reports from Ayodhya on how the city is gearing up for the Ram Mandir inauguration. These special reports have been filed by my colleague Madhurama.
We are right now reporting from the bank of River Saryu. It holds a lot of importance amongst the devotees of Lord Ram. We are right now reporting from that particular ghat, and the developmental work that has happened around here is worth noticing. As you can see, that a beautiful park just adjacent to the bank of River Saryu has been constructed over here to greet the devotees, the tourists that come here for the holy dip. You can see that how beautifully, with the same usage of sandstone, this particular park has been erected, and with the beautiful view of bank of River Saryu, this entire area has been developed for the tourists and devotees who come here to take a holy dip in the bank of Saryu River. We'll move forward and show you the other aspect of this particular place. The next side, multiple canteens, lavatories, all have been constructed over here to make sure that the cleanliness is intact, so that the passenger, the tourist and the devotees are catered well over here. Right next to us is the newly constructed canteen as well in the bank of River Saryu, and you can see that the preparations that have been done for the devotees as well at the bank is also magnificent, to make sure that they're all safe, to make sure that even if there's a lot of downpour of the tourists, the devotees, everybody is catered well and in a very disciplined manner. You can see that how sections have been made so as to make sure that everybody gets a chance and that there is no overcrowding, so that everything happens with system. Similarly, you can see that a canteen has been built over here. Lavatories have been also constructed so as to make sure that the entire area is well served. This is Madhurima Mishra with Vijay Vivek for Republic TV. Right now we're reporting from Bti Path. It is one of the 4 lanes that is being renovated as part of the massive renovation plan that is being undertaken all across the holy city of Ayodhya. Now, Bti Path has got its name as it is an ode to Lord Hanuman, who's known for his devotion for Lord Ram. Now, Bti Path's main attraction would be the art alongside the road. One such piece is already over here. We are bringing you these exclusive visuals from the city of Ayodhya as to how Bti Path is going to look. The Bti Path, the entire path is going to have such art on the alongside the road. You can see that the beautiful piece of art over here depicting a scene from Ramayana. In the similar fashion, there are multiple canvases that have been ready over here, that have been erected over here. All these cemented canvases will have similar kind of art, and they will also depict different anecdotes, different bits from Ramayana, like this one. This entire lane is being beautified. You can see that the construction is on. The kind of lamps, street lamps that have been put over here, they also speak of the culture of Ayodhya, of Ram, as the idea is to make Ayodhya look more grand, look like Ayodhya's, Ram's Ayodhya. In the similar fashion, this entire street is being rebuilt, and such pieces of art will be seen all across the Bti Path, where every art will speak of a different story from Ramayana. This is Madhurima Mishra with Vijay Vivek reporting for Republic TV from Ayodhya.
Let me also quickly go across to my colleague Madhurima, who's been sending us these reports. Quite exciting to see the way there is a lot of excitement that's palpable. Getting us the live reports from Ayodhya is my colleague Madhurima. Madhurima, you've spent roughly about a little over 24 hours, if I'm not wrong. What's the sense that you get the excitement around the preparations? First, for the starters, give us a sense of how far of the construction really got over. What are the challenges that they are essentially facing at this point in time? And perhaps what's turning out to be the unique point of the inauguration?
Well, Shravan, the preparations are in full swing all around the holy city of Ayodhya. I'll take you to the visuals as I speak. I am reporting from the Ram Janmabhoomi Path. This is the road that will lead to the main Ram temple. And as per your questions, that though the preparations are in full swing, but the work that needs to be done is massive. Multiple lanes like Bti Path, Ram Janmabhoomi Path, Ram Path, all of them are being constructed from scratch because Ayodhya over the decades, even after independence, did not see much development happening. But you can see on visuals we are showing you that how this entire route, now it is 20 feet wide, Shravan, but there was a time when there was not more than 7 feet wide space between the two corners of this particular lane from where I'm reporting this. All these shops have been pushed back, they have been reconstructed from the scratch, and you can see that they are all giving a look of how Ayodhya would have looked during the time of Lord Ram. You can see that all of it has been colored in the hues of beige, saffron and white, and in the similar fashion we have Bhakti Path as well, where there are anecdotes from Ramayana being painted all across the street. And even, you know, if I request my video journalist to show you the lamps as well, the carvings on the lamp, the way the art, the kind of art that had been put on lamp, everything speaks of our culture, speaks of our heritage. You can see that, you know, the final touches on this particular main route, it's one of the main routes from where I'm reporting, that is also being done. The final finishing is being done. So a few of the main routes are completed, but yes, the Ayodhya still has to go a long way to be called a developed city, Shravan. But yes, the first thing that you hear when you enter Ayodhya is the sound of all the construction machinery. It's all buzzing around the corner. Every nook and corner of Ayodhya is either getting a new hotel, is getting a new shop, is getting a new hospital. So all of that is happening over here. But it's going to take a year or two. But at the moment, the people of Ayodhya are very excited with the kind of developmental work that's happening all around the city, and they're very hopeful of the fact that within a year or two, Ayodhya will retain its glory that it rightfully deserved. Shravan.
Well, in fact, Madhurima, in the coming few days, for all our viewers who are tuning in right now, my colleague Madhurima would be sending us those ground reports away from Ayodhya, but here on Republic TV, we'll be getting you every aspect of the inauguration, what it essentially means. Let's not forget the sacrifice that has been made by several who have been associated with the Ayodhya movement. All this and much more as my colleague gets you these reports. Let's also play out two more reports that have been sent by my colleague Madhurima, and we promise you to get several such reports, which gives you a sense of what's really going into the inauguration of Ram Mandir.
We are right now reporting from the bank of river Saryu. It holds a lot of importance amongst the devotees of Lord Ram. We are right now reporting from that particular ghat, and the developmental work that has happened around here is worth noticing. As you can see that a beautiful park just adjacent to the bank of river Saryu has been constructed over here to greet the devotees is the tourists that come here for the holy dip. You can see that how beautifully with the same usage of sandstone this particular park has been erected, and with the beautiful view of a bank of river Saryu. This entire area has been developed for the tourists and devotees who come here to take a holy dip in the bank of Saryu river. We'll move forward and show you the other aspect of this particular place. The next side, multiple canteens, lavatories, all have been constructed over here to make sure that the cleanliness is intact, so that the passenger, the tourist and the devotees are catered well over here. Right next to us is the newly constructed canteen as well in the bank of river Saryu, and you can see that the preparations that have been done for the devotees as well at the bank is also magnificent, to make sure that they're all safe, to make sure that even if there's a lot of downpour of the tourists, the devotees, everybody is catered well and in a very disciplined manner. You can see that how sections have been made so as to make sure that everybody gets a chance and that there is no overcrowding, so that everything happens with system. Similarly, you can see that a canteen has been built over here. Lavatories have been also constructed so as to make sure that the entire area is well served. This is Madhurima Mishra with Vijay Vivek for Republic TV. Right now we're reporting from Bti Path. It is one of the 4 lanes that is being renovated as part of the massive renovation plan that is being undertaken all across the holy city of Ayodhya. Now Bti Path has got its name as it is an ode to Lord Hanuman, who's known for his devotion for Lord Ram. Now massive development work is on all across the holy city of Ayodhya. Right now I'm reporting from the Ram Path. This is the road that leads to the grand Ram temple. I'll show you across the kind of construction work that is on over here at the Ram Path in Ayodhya. This initially used to be a very narrow street, a heavily congested street, but the government, after allocating over 800 crores over here, has widened the entire area and has developed the entire area in the hues of, you can see, yellow, cream, beige and white. As you can see that the entire area now looks similar, has been painted, and the architecture has also been built in a similar fashion to give it a symmetrical look, and this entire route leads towards the Ram temple. Initially this used to be a very congested area with makeshift shops coming on to the road. However, after the Ram temple case was won, this was the first project of the state government to build this part to make it easy for the commuters, for the devotees who will come to the Ram temple area. We'll move forward and show you the other side of the Ram Path as well. You can see that initially this entire area used to be a very crowded area, but that is one side and this is the other side of the Ram Path. You can see that massive development work has already been completed. The stage 1 of the construction is almost over. It is only towards the end that the construction work is remaining, and the target has been given that in a couple of months this also has to be concluded. From sweet shops to confectionery shops to other gift shops that sell holy material over here, all those have been set up and have been given the required space to function. Initially they were all vendors on street carts functioning in this particular area, but after this entire area has been rebuilt from scratch over a cost of over 800 crores, now this is ready to welcome the devotees ahead of the grand opening of the Ram Temple on January 2022. This is Madhurima Mishra with Vijay Vivek for Republic TV.
We also go back to my colleague Madhurima. Madhurima, beyond the glitter, the glamour that you are witnessing in Ayodhya, what is it that the people of Ayodhya really have to say? Because remember, this has been a long battle, finally coming to some sort of a fruition. What is it that they have to say, their expectations, anticipation in the days to come? How exactly is that really panning out?
Well, Shravan, people of Ayodhya have high hopes from the development, and specifically after the Ram Mandir will be open for all after January 22nd. They are of the view that where Ayodhya was never an epicenter of any sort of business in Uttar Pradesh, but once the Ram temple attains all its glory and the tourists start pouring in, the people are hopeful that that's going to bring in a lot of business. There have been people, Shravan, who've been living here for decades, but there has been a lack of business opportunities. So the sense that I'm getting from the ground is that people are hopeful of the fact that as and when the Ram temple is inaugurated, the final ceremony happens and the outpour of tourists happens in Ayodhya, things will change, businesses will boom, and like we've seen in Banaras, Varanasi, like we've seen in Mathura, Vrindavan, there has been a lot of development in the past decade. In the similar fashion, they believe that it's going to be the same for Ayodhya. Shravan.
Well, thank you very much, Madhurima. Trust you to keep us ahead on this story, and of course looking forward to those reports really coming in. For those who've been outside Ayodhya, they'll be certainly looking forward to the changes that this city is actually witnessing. All this and much more as my colleague gets you these reports. In Karnataka, the Siddaramaiah government has now once again reignited the hijab controversy. They have announced that the ban on wearing hijab will be withdrawn soon. Chief Minister Siddaramaiah said that there was no effective hijab ban in the state, adding that women can wear anything that they want. Listen to what the Chief Minister had to say.
Hijab, ಅದು ವಾಪಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಏನು ಹಿಜಾಬ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಈಗ. ನೋ ಹಿಜಾಬ್. ಹಿಜಾಬ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು ಈಗ. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? ಆದೇಶ ವಾಪಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು. ಈಗ ಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಹಾಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು, ಊಟ ಮಾಡೋದು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಸೇರುದ್ದು. ನಾನ್ಯಾಕೆ ನಿನ್ಗೆ ಅಡ್ಡಿಪಡಿಸ್ಲಿ? ನೀವು ಯಾವ ಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಹಾಕತ್ತೀಯ ಹಾಕೊಳ್ಳಪ್ಪ, ನೀವು ಯಾವ ಊಟ ಮಾಡ್ತೀಯ ಮಾಡು, ನನಗೆ ಯಾಕೆ? ನಾನು ಊಟ ಮಾಡೋದು ನಾ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ನೀವು ಊಟ ಮಾಡೋದು ನೀವು ಮಾಡ್ತೀಯ, ಅದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹಕ್ಕು, ನನ್ನ. ವೆರಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್, ವೆರಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್. ನಾನು ಧೋತಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಜುಬ್ಬ ಹಾಕತ್ತೀನಿ, ನೀನ್ ಪ್ಯಾಂಟು ಶರ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಹಾಕೋ ನೀವು. ಅಲ್ವಾ? ತಪ್ಪೇನಿದೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ? ತಪ್ಪೇನಿದೆ? ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಓಟ್ಗೋಸ್ಕರ ರಾಜಕೀಯ ಮಾಡಬಾರದು.
Well, similar sentiment was also echoed by his ministers. In fact, Priyank Kharge also echoed the same. Let's listen in to what the other ministers had to say.
See, that's what that has to be discussed. You know, I can't just overnight just because of a statement. I can't do that. It's a very, and it is of course a sensitive with this thing. See, freedom of speech, freedom of what do you call expression of God or religion, freedom of religion. It is there in our country. So we have to be very careful. It is sensitive also since now it is in the public domain. Let us see. We'll have a good discussion with the Honorable Chief Minister. Yeah.
जो भी हम कर रहे हैं संविधान के तहत कर रहे हैं। अगर बीजेपी को इससे मुश्किल है तो मेरा एक मशवरा है उनसे कि वो संविधान ठीक तरह से पढ़ ले। सबको अधिकार है अपने अपने धर्म, अपने अपने खाना कपड़े जो भी पहनना चाहिए, जो भी है संविधान के तहत है।
Well, hitting out the BJP has now slammed the Siddaramaiah government, further saying that the Congress party is essentially playing divisive politics.
Yesterday's statement of Honorable Chief Minister Siddaramaiah regarding the hijab issue, it's really unfortunate. It's really unfortunate that Siddaramaiah has told that he will allow hijab in the education institution. At least Chief Minister could have spared education institution from the dirty politics. No children from the minority or Muslim community has demanded for hijab. But Chief Minister himself claiming that he will allow hijab in the schools and education institution, it clearly shows the intent of Chief Minister. It is just appeasement politics, and also it is purely divide and rule practices followed by the Congress party. Bharatiya Janata Party, we strongly condemn the move of the Honorable Chief Minister Siddaramaiah ji and the Congress party. कर्नाटक के मुख्यमंत्री सिद्धरामैया जी हिजाब के विचार में कल जो बयान दिया है, इट्स रियली अनफॉर्चुनेट। कम से कम बच्चों को अपनी गंदी पॉलिटिक्स से दूर रखना चाहिए था, लेकिन मुख्यमंत्री सिद्धरामैया जी ने हिजाब को दोबारा स्कूल और कॉलेज में अलो करेंगे ये बयान देख के पूरा इधर पॉलिटिक्स करना चाहते हैं। दिस प्योरली अपीजमेंट पॉलिटिक्स। इससे कांग्रेस पार्टी को या सिद्धरामैया को फायदा मिलने वाला नहीं है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी निंदा करते हैं सिद्धरामैया का और कांग्रेस सरकार का।
Well, caught in the eye of the storm, Siddaramaiah has now taken a U-turn, saying that the government is still mulling over the order. Nothing has been decided as yet. Listen.
ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ಒಬ್ಬರು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಅದನ್ನ ವಾಪಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ।
ಈ ಶೈಕ್ಷಣಿಕ ವರ್ಷ ಆಗಲ್ಲ,
ಈ ಶೈಕ್ಷಣಿಕ ವರ್ಷ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು?
ಅರ್ಧ ಆಗಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ,
ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ। ಅದು ಇನ್ನೂ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ಒಬ್ಬರು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಅದನ್ನ ವಾಪಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ।
ಈ ಶೈಕ್ಷಣಿಕ ವರ್ಷ ಆಗಲ್ಲ,
ಈ ಶೈಕ್ಷಣಿಕ ವರ್ಷ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು?
ಅರ್ಧ ಆಗಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ,
ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ।
Well, the Chief Minister certainly appears to be on the back foot when he was essentially questioned about the fact that whether at all the matter has already been resolved by his government, given the fact that this is also sub judice. That's all that we could pack in this edition of The Biggest Story tonight.